Today I would be painting a landscape, and I got some ideas from a landscape stock photo. So I've studied a few of the colors. So this is basically an orange color, and then the sky is actually blue, which is complementary color to the orange. So if I color pick, and then this is about this saturation, about the mid saturation, mid tone, not too bright, and then I start to color pick the of a more lighter orange, and basically the sliders a bit forward, and then just like a bit slight move to the upwards. So that would be mostly the colors, all of the colors here. Maybe some would be here, some would be about here. And then the blue color is about this color. So let's check out the color of the sky. Check out the saturation. So this is very saturated on the upper side, and then I'm going to go down and see. So this is the lighter color, and then this should be about the mid blue color. So it have this color, the most saturated, about mid, and then to about here, the most lightest color for the clouds. But I'm going to use my own colors, which is this orange, and then this color for the sky. So now, and then I'm going to sketch out a new landscape, which I some sort of get this landscape idea. So first I'm going to draw it like this, and then the next landscape would be this one, somehow like this. Or just like this. Okay, I'm going to move this a bit lower, and then okay, so for the next layer I want to draw in mountain. So mountain shape should be like this. Here is a bit. I'm going just to draw a single mountain, and I'm going to resize it. I think I can make it a bit more big. About there. And for the sky, okay, I'm going to have the clouds. I think the mountain is quite big. Let's make it. I think. Let's go here and bring it down some more. The mountains, let's make it big, about there. And then let's not draw any clouds. Okay, I'm going to just draw a moon here. So let me add some reference. So if I add a moon, the color should be darker. So it's very saturated and it's very dark. Go down again. It's about there. Down half. Okay, then I think that's all for the sketch. Let's go here. Can I shape the mountain to be a bit more interesting? Maybe here, down. Yes. Okay, not too straight of lines. Let's try. I think this is good. But it should be smaller. Then I'm going to move this up. Okay, so now this will be the sketch, and I do not need this. Let's go and paint. I'm going to just lower the opacity. Okay, wait, I'm going to merge this and lower the opacity just for me to check out where the landscape and the mountain should be at. And then I'm going to start to paint the foreground. Let's choose the base color, which is this one, and going to use the rough brush. Let's have the next mountain slightly different out there. I mean the next grass landscape. Which is like this part. There is a contour lines like from here to here. And going to go here. I'm going to add new layer. I'm going to draw what the color of the mountain should be. I don't know, I want it to be red. Let's choose pink. And let me see, let's desaturate it a bit more. Desaturate pink, and that is the base color. bring the layer below the foreground. And then add new layer, and I'm going to choose the sky color, which is this blue, and pin in the sky. But actually I want to go to the filter, make it a bit more dark. Let's go to the HSL. I want it to be dark. Okay, very saturated and dark. Okay, because then I'm going to color pick this. And then okay, I think I'll just use that one. And I'm going to paint in the sky. And then I'm going to bring it up a bit and in the bottom part, and then bring up, and this would be the lighter color of the sky. And what I'm going to do now is I can use the smudge to smudge in. And the smudge pen is pen fit. It's going to make it easier to blend one color. Blend two colors, but it's not actually blending, just controlling the edge a bit more easier. And now I want to add details on the foreground. Before that, I'm going to add folder and rename this foreground. So add layer and clipping mask. I'm going to color pick this color. Okay, so I'm going to choose a dark color and then lower the opacity, and I'm going to choose the texture pen and then block in some colors, block in dark colors where there should be dark crust about there. So these are random shapes that if I do not know how to make random shape, I would just refer to landscape stock photo. And this as this color, bring up, and then to the side. Going and let's color pick this, bring it up some more, pinch the top part. Color pick and make very dark. Going to blend the edge a bit more. Color pick the color and blend. Okay, I'll just use the smudge tool. So add new layer, and clipping, I'm going to put in the crust. For color pick, I think I'll just make the crust, let's make it big. Okay, and then some smaller crust, and then some darker crust. Color pick this color. The Gaussian blur about 3 pixels, and then take the blur brush, and I'm going to benefit, and I'm going to blur the edge, so lower the opacity. And then add folder, name this mountain, and then add layer clipping, go to the rough render, color pick the base color, and first I want to choose the airbrush, and then dark color in the gradient. I choose a very bright top. Turn off the sketch. Now I'm going to use the rough render again and put somewhere towards white and pin and block in I've done it on the same gradient layer, add layer clipping, and I'm going to block in some shapes to make a form on the mountains. So wait, I'm going to resize this a bit more, like up and a bit more taller, and bring down a bit and continue to paint. Now I want to go to the texture eraser brush and I'm going to make it form a shape. Maybe lower the opacity a bit. No, maybe about there. No, let's go to the rough render. Let's go to eraser. Let's use pencil rough. And some shapes. And smudge. Lower the opacity. So stucco flat, just a texture brush to put some texture on the mountain. And some very light. smudge tool, smudge a bit, because it's looking too sharp. Smudge. Okay, I'm going to make it multiply and then just lower down the opacity. For this one, I can maybe set to screen and also lower down and slightly there. Just make it blend a bit more. Erase tool. Okay. And that is our mountain. So maybe, and then now I want to bring it up, make it smaller, bring it down, and then I'm going to add a new layer. I'm going to use the deep pen. Let's try deep pen soft, and select blue color, make it very light, about 3 pixels, and draw a mount. And I'm going to color it. Go to the eraser, select the pen soft. Now I'm going to make it this moon glow a little bit. So FX blur, Gaussian blur, 10. Okay, 10 pixel, duplicate, Gaussian blur, maybe 20, or is it good? Is it 15? And then duplicate. So go here, I'm going to merge everything. Merge. I think there's enough glow. If I want some more glow, I can use the airbrush, brush triangle, add new layer, set this to color dodge, maybe brush in, color dodge, me like brush in some glow, or I can so lower the opacity a bit, and then duplicate, lower, and move, and try duplicate, okay, and then merge. And now add folder, rename this moon, rename moons, and yeah, maybe I can add some clouds texture to the sky. I choose watercolor bleach, make it very light, put some clouds, let's go to screen and go down and lower the opacity of the clouds. And for final effect, now I'm going to group this as the sky, and I'm going to add in an adjustment layer, contrast, brightness and contrast. Yeah, so I think this very nice. And tick, maybe I can't add a bit of saturation, and adjust the lightness, but now I want to adjust the moon glow, so decrease the opacity a bit more. Yeah, and that's how I paint a landscape.